Hello and welcome to the midweek mindfulness break for the third week of December. We are just 2 days away from the new moon in Sagittarius. Today, the moon is what we call its balsamic phase, where it's just a little sliver before it goes dark, and it's in Scorpio. Also, in just a few days is the winter solstice. So you can see I changed my background. This photo was taken on my annual winter solstice walk last year around our local Shaker Lakes. This year I won't be able to take that walk because I have a broken ankle with a boot. So I can only dream. But it's the dark time of year. It's the time to get rooted and prepare for our blooming as we make our way towards the light and the summer June solstice. So, this is a great time to get rooted, to plant seeds of intention, and start planning for the future in next year, 2026. Hard to even believe that's here. So, this will be my last midweek mindfulness break of 2025. I'm embarking on my annual winter pause where I will not be posting on Substack or recording any new meditations until we reach the next new moon in Capricorn in January, mid to late January. So that's where we're at now. So I encourage you to dig in to the rest of the library, continue practicing, and we'll meet here again next year. But today, oh, and one last thing. So the entire library is accessible if you are a paid subscriber to my Tides of Being Substack. And there's over 100 meditation practices here on YouTube. Um, no worries if you cannot afford the paid membership, all good. But what would help me is if you like the video, like the practices, like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and then share with a friend. There's a bunch of videos on here, practices that are free, that are accessible to all, to the public. Feel free to share those. You can also share a link to any private video. I'm all good with that. No worries there. Just, let everybody know about my work before you do that. Again, sharing is another way to help me. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please share. Share my work on Substack, share my work here on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, let's get to practicing. So let's begin. You can take a nice big cleansing breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, and then sighing it out of the mouth. Do that a couple times at your own pace. And then as you're ready, you can begin to settle into your natural breathing in and out through your nose. And begin by just settling into your comfortable position, either seated, upright with a nice tall spine, or lying down if that's what your body needs today. Let your hands rest softly in your lap and close your eyes if that feels right. Otherwise, just lower your gaze gently to the space in front of you. And just take the next several rounds of breath to allow yourself to arrive into stillness. It takes a moment to transition from the activity of your day into this still space. So just slowly and gently with each breath, arrive into your practice. Feel the weight of your body supported by the earth. Imagine your body being held by the earth. Feel the breath moving in and out of your body. And understanding that there's nothing to fix or change right now. Acknowledging that you've arrived in this moment. And this is your time to simply be and just notice what it feels like to be human. Now bringing all of your attention and awareness to the breath. Notice the inhale and the exhale. And you don't need to breathe in any particular way. Just let the body breathe itself, allowing the breath to have its own pace, its own depth, its own rhythm in this moment. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And with your breath as your anchor, you can now gently begin to open and include your awareness and attention to your body as well. And so you've already been watching the body breathe. Now you might notice where the body feels supported, grounded, spacious, at ease, open. And then you might also notice at the same time where there might be tension or tightness, discomfort, knowing both can be true at the same time. And also knowing there's no need to label or judge, just becoming aware of sensations in the body just as they are. And take the next few rounds of breath, just feeling the whole body present and breathing. Now that we're settled and centered in our practice, we can begin to include and expand our awareness and attention to include whatever else is arising. This is a normal part of the practice where other experiences might pull your attention away from awareness of the breath and awareness of the body. And that could be thoughts, emotions, sounds, images, any activity happening around you. And so this practice teaches us to observe these experiences as if they're just clouds drifting through the sky, coming into our awareness and then passing by. So it's important to remember that we can practice non-attachment here. We can just recognize, witness with awareness and intention, knowing that you're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions. And what you really are is the awareness that can hold them all with kind attention. And in this space, you might label each experience as it arises. You might silently note to yourself, thinking, planning, judging, or if it's an emotion that comes up, you might just say feeling, or feeling sadness, feeling joy, or just simply emotion. Same with a sound or any other activity around you, just noticing and naming it, letting it come, letting it go. No need to cling, no need to push away. Allowing all of these experiences to be welcome in your practice today. And now that you've invited in awareness of these other experiences, begin to gently return back to your anchor, the breath in the body, by noticing each inhale and each exhale, the rise and fall of your chest and your belly, the expanding and contracting of your rib cage. And continue to let this be your home base, all the while inviting in these other experiences, letting them come into your awareness, and then passing by, and then bringing your awareness back to your breath. And this is it. This is the heart of the mindfulness practice, noticing and beginning again with kind attention and with gentleness for the experience. Coming back to this breath, to this moment. Let's continue to sit with our breath awareness as the anchor for about another 10 or so breaths before we begin to shift again. Breathing in, breathing out, noticing other experiences, feeling the breath in the body as your anchor. So now let's begin to practice some self-compassion before we conclude the practice. It might be helpful to just place the palm of your hand on your chest, on your heart, or anywhere else in the body that feels comforting. And then turn your awareness towards yourself with kindness. You might even say these words to yourself. May I meet this moment with tenderness. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself just as I am. And if there's any difficulty present, you might acknowledge that as well by saying to yourself, this is hard. This is a part of being human. And take a few conscious breaths to breathe into that place with compassion. And then release your hand back down into your lap. But hold your awareness at your heart center. And then begin to call in this felt sense of gratitude. Gratitude for this moment, this day, this practice, and of course, include anything else that you are grateful for today. And let that gratitude settle into your heart. And let's conclude the practice by taking another deep cleansing breath. Nice, long, slow inhale through the nose all the way down into your belly. And then gently exhaling and sighing out of your mouth. And coming back to your natural breath, start to return to noticing your body, gently noticing the space around you, noticing any sounds, light, sensations, noticing the room that you're in. And as you're ready, you can begin to flicker your eyes open, lifting your gaze, allowing yourself to carry this sense of awareness, of self-compassion, of gratitude into the rest of your day and beyond. And if it feels appropriate, you can place your hand on your heart again or any other mudra or gesture that you enjoy that feels appropriate. Gently bow your head down to honor yourself and your practice. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next month in January of 2026. May the joy of this season be spreading throughout your home, throughout your awareness, throughout your family, your friends. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. See you next month, friends. Take care. Be well.